Well, we're getting a little bit closer to 100% for NBA players in regards to the vaccinations. Andrew Wiggins has joined the NBA's vaccinated list. His head coach, Steve Kerr, made the announcement just a couple days ago saying Wiggins has gotten vaccinated, and Wiggins did talk after the Warriors game against the Trailblazers, in which he said, hey, I'm vaccinated. Not going to lie to you guys. I feel like I was forced to get it. For those who don't know, the reason why it's so important for Andrew Wiggins to get vaccinated is because he plays on a team that's located in which the arena has a local mandate for vaccines, meaning you cannot work in that building if you're not vaccinated. It's for the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco, and it's obviously for the two New York markets, that being the Knicks and the Nets. You know, Wiggins said he felt like he was forced to get the vaccine. I think he has every right to feel that way. I'm somebody who's vaccinated. I understand Wiggins saying I feel like I'm forced to get the vaccine. Here's the thing, Wiggins, you don't have to play basketball. If it was so important to you to not get vaccinated, you didn't have to get it done, right? Like, you could have just not played your career. It's all about choices. Like, the NBA has a choice just like you got choices, right? They don't want you playing. That arena doesn't want you playing. You have the choice to not get the vaccine. It seems like simple solutions here. But shout out to Andrew Wiggins. He got vaccinated, and that story is now behind us. Now, a story that's still in front of us is that of Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving. To the best of our knowledge, he remains unvaccinated. And this thing is picking up some steam here, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Kyrie will miss 41 home games for the Brooklyn Nets if he remains unvaccinated. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you look at the number, that breaks down to around $300,000 in salary that Kyrie Irving would miss a game. We did the quick math. You times that by 41. We're talking about $14 to $15 million that Kyrie Irving would miss out on. And then also the component of, do the Brooklyn Nets want to do this as a team? Like, do they want to have Kyrie Irving only playing in road games? Like, how do you build chemistry? Are you seriously going after a championship while you still got Kevin Durant in his prime? If your point guard, your starting point guard, or maybe you can consider him the quote-unquote starting shoe guard since Harden plays on the ball. Can you really say you're going after a championship if Kyrie Irving ain't there for half of the regular season? And by the way, the postseason as well. That's just ridiculous. Like, he wouldn't be eligible for the postseason unless something changes in New York for that mandate. He wouldn't be eligible for any of their Brooklyn home games during the playoffs. That's unheard of. That wouldn't fly. So it comes down to, does Kyrie Irving want to get the vaccination or not? Now, he didn't rule out getting the vaccination during the media day, but again, to the best of our knowledge, as of right now, he remains unvaccinated. I heard Steve Nash, the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, said, you know, the Nets are not going to change around their practice schedules or nothing like that to accommodate Kyrie Irving. So he would not only be missing practices, he would be missing games, as the NBA and Players Association agreed to pay athletes just 1/91th of their NBA salary if they were unable to play due to not being vaccinated. So that is where we're at with Andrew Wiggins and Kyrie Irving. I don't know, man. I think the Brooklyn Nets should consider a trade for Kyrie Irving. Like, you know, playing in half your games, that just seems unrealistic for a team going after a championship. If you look at the Ben Simmons situation in Philly, it seems like there might be a pathway for a Kyrie Irving for Ben Simmons swap right now. Don't you think that seems plausible if Kyrie Irving would be committed to playing in Philly? I actually would love the combination of Kyrie Irving and Joel Embiid on paper. The thing about it is, you don't win championships on paper. Kyrie Irving would have to actually mentally and physically be engaged on the court. And here's what we know about Joel Embiid. He has no problem calling out one of his teammates on their BS. He also will call himself out on his BS. But if he thought Ben Simmons was a whirlwind, Kyrie Irving, oh, man, I don't know if that'll be the easiest journey for Philly. But the dude is hooping. Like, if he gets to the court, he's incredible. But getting him to the court, it feels like every year it becomes more difficult. If you're dealing with injuries, the mental, it's a lot with Kyrie. Now it's the vaccination. So we shall see. I'll keep you guys up to date when more comes in. The NBA videos are going to start to pick up as the season nears. I'm so excited. Can't wait to have you for the 2021-22 NBA season. How does that sound, man? Well, I am getting old. All right, I'm out.